I'm going to ask you the same questions anyway,
Well,
because
I
we've
think
been talking about how I want to go
too.
back to teaching, and you're telling me I'm too creative, but I'm talking about relief teaching. So
Yeah.
I feel like in actual fact, because somebody incidentally talked to me about it last week when I was telling them about this job loss
Yeah.
constantly, that if it's the high school sector, I might be able to really impart some positive energy and positive vibes to these kids that need it. It's just relief teaching. It's not me having to impart
So,
the strict curriculum.
so you're going to teach to bring hope.
And how about that?
How about that?
Yeah,
You're a hope lady.
yeah. Can't rely solely on creativity all of the time. Got to pay the bills.
That's how you pay the bills. That friend of mine in England,
Well, how do you pay the
he's
bills? Have you
he's
got a secret
my friend.
OnlyFans? You do.
No, I don't. So
Might have to go searching.
no.
Do we want to talk about this, or do we want to stop filming?
No, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think how to deflect sufficiently. I'm traumatized.
Okay.
No, the
Wow.
guy in England, he took a hold of the principles of creative. His thing is
Yes.
in business.
Yeah.
So he created in the principles of how I live,
Yes.
took it to his business, and he made multi millions. But to me, that is the creative. If you're supposed
You're still
to
not
be,
being very specific
you're-
about this.
if you're supposed to teach, it's creative. Doesn't mean you can teach forever. I think the
No.
problem is when we make
I think
it
it's short-
a final
short-lived.
thing. Like, I'm going to teach for the rest of my life. No, you're an idiot.
Definitely not. And to be honest, when I left teaching to start my own business all those years ago, and everyone thought I was crazy for leaving stability and
No, you are
school
crazy.
holidays
Look at
and
that
da
one
da
out
da
right,
da. Honestly, they were like the last
Shit in
sentence
him.
they always, no, I'm ignoring. The last sentence they'd always end with was, well, you've got your qualifications and your experience now. You can always go back to teaching. And I seriously roll my eyes as if they just brought up religion.
Yeah.
I would say, what do you mean? I'm definitely not going back to teaching.
Yeah.
But with 2 decades of other experience, world experience in a completely different industry,
Yeah.
I've actually looked at it seriously, looked
Yeah.
in its eyes and thought, well, maybe I can bring a positive vibe, that older kids in high school might be needing at the moment.
It's true. Money follows gifts. Gifts don't follow money, all right? You follow your gift,
Yeah, I had to think about that for a minute.
or you
Yep.
follow your gift of hope. You're a hope bringer. And as you bring hope, everything you need will come to that.
Oh gosh, I remember being at high school, and some of the high school relief teachers that we got were pretty atrocious, if we're
Yeah.
talking about hope givers. So if I can improve on that line,
Well, I think the trick is just not to think that that's the end point.
it definitely is
It's
not.
just a point.
It's a moment in time that maybe I need to explore now.
I think income, we become a slave to it. And if we can live beyond it and live in the creative of it, there's
So how do
there's no
you?
limits.
How do you, Scott?
She's nailing it.
Honestly, I'm going to need to get onto Instagram and have a look.
I don't think, no, it's not too,